channel. My name is Teresa. Thank you so much for clicking. It means so much. So for today's video, I wanted to do... Is this freaking crooked? So for today's video, I wanted to do a book unhaul. I have never done a book unhaul. I have a slight obsession with my books and wanting to keep all the ones I read. But I got to a point where I hit over 600 books and my room is not big enough. And I already asked my parents if I could have the guest room for my book room too, and they said no. So if I want to get more books, I have to unhaul a bunch of books. I mentioned this in my reorganization video that I wasn't sure if I wanted to or could, but after I noticed that I could just get rid of the ones that I didn't love and won't want to read again, then it's actually a bunch of books. So I ended up getting rid of 94 books. And I'll just show you some of the ones. I already took some to my used bookstore, my local used bookstore that I love supporting, and these are just the ones that were left over, but I will show you what they are and a little bit why. So first I have this set of Elsa books. These are children's books that are picture books. And at first I thought they'd be super cute and I could use them in bookstagram pictures, but as I realized I don't need them, so I decided to get rid of them. Next we have Seeing Cinderella. I read this last year. It took me just a super by Jenny Lundquist. It just took me a super long time to read, and I ended up giving it 3 stars. Next we have Midnight Sun by Trish Cook. This is just an emotional chronic illness book, and it was just sad, and I'm not going to read it again. Perks of Being a Wallflower by Stephen Kobowski. My friend Brittany gave me this, but it was just because she was getting rid of hers, and I actually didn't even like the book very much. Maybe I'll like the movie. A Girl Like Moi by Lisa Barham. This is actually just one of the books that I decided to keep when it was one of the first books I read when I didn't want to read. So, but I don't need it. Next we have Stepsister by Jennifer Donnelly. This is a dark retelling of the story of the stepsister. It's grim, it's gruesome. I think I gave it a 3 something and I did not like it. Sorcery of Thorns by Margaret Rogerson. Super pretty cover. This is the hardback. I didn't love this book as everyone else did. Everyone else was like obsessed with it and wanted a second book, and I was just like kind of done with it. She works in a library that's kind of like Belle's library, except everything is like alive. Well, in Belle it is too, but not my fave. Then we have the series that I loved the first book, Fallen by Lauren Kate. Super pretty covers. And then I kind of liked the second book, Torment. But then the third book just fell flat. And I just was kind of like, I'm not going to read it again. Why would I keep it? And I just decided to get rid of it. So, yeah. Then we have The Death Cure and The Scorch Trial by James Dashner. The Maze Runner series. Loved the first book. Terrified the second book. Just very scary for me. And I didn't really want to read the third, so I just was like, I'm just going to get rid of it. So that's what I ended up doing. We have The 9 Lives of Chloe King by Liz Broswell. This is a bind-up of 3 books. I thought the cover was cool. I actually really liked the first book. The second and third in here just felt like it just dragged on. I loved this TV show. I just couldn't believe that the book was so blah. I picked up these 39 Clues and by Peter LaFrance, book 2 and 3, from when my friend was getting rid of all those books. Thought maybe I'd read them. I'm not. I'd rather read paranormal or sexy or fantasy. Like, I don't want to read those. Same with these. Ranger's Apprentice, book 1 and book 2. Book 1, book 2. Don't worry, these are by just by John Flanagan. Don't worry, these are all going to go to my used bookstore so that other people can enjoy them. Oh, here's Maze Runner, which I told you by James Dashner. The Program. I picked this up by Susan Young. I actually got this on Libby for the audiobook, and I was like, I'm going to start it. I'm going to use it for a readathon. And I read the back, and it said, suicide is an international epidemic, and I struggle with negative and suicidal thoughts, and I did not want to put myself into that headspace reading this book. So I decided not to. Next, I'm not sure. They're probably somewhere, but I'm getting rid of the whole Divergent series. This is Allegiant by Veronica Roth. As you know, book 1 was great. Book 2, and book 3 was like, why did that happen, as everyone says. I'm getting rid of this Disney Descendants book. It has pictures and, here's the front. It has pictures. I just think someone like more in middle grade or elementary school would love it more. So I was just going to get rid of it. Thousands Floor by Catherine McGee. This is a Gossip Girl meets dystopian novel, and I was really excited for it. And then it was like follow like 8 characters, and I got super confused and was like, what is going on? So I just didn't want it. Oh, here's Divergent and Insurgent. Sure, this is, yeah. So that's the Divergent series I'm getting rid of. Then we have Rogue Wave by Jennifer Donnelly. There's 2 books now I've read by her that I haven't liked. The Stepsister one, and then I didn't like Deep Blue, which is first book of Rogue Wave. Mermaid, it's just, I don't know, just boring. Uninvited, I read it. Amanda Moran, I liked it, but I won't read it again. Hope Heals, Story of Overwhelming Loss and Overcoming Love by J. Wolfe. So this is about this woman who is a mom, and she has a stroke, and she ends up being paralyzed half of her body. And I got halfway through the book, and the first half was all about how hard her life was and how the stroke, what it did to her and stuff. And I never got to the good part, so I just kind of kept getting sad, and I was just like, I'll just let someone else read it. So I never finished it, which is fine. Decision Point, this is a Catholic catechism thing that they were trying to hit off, and I said I would take it, but I don't want it. Robin McGraw, Inside My Heart, Choosing Life with Passion and Purpose. I don't even want to read this. Yeah. I'm actually going to keep this. That's hilarious. Okay. Then we have Conversations with J.K. Rowling's. Everyone knows why. Then we have Secrets of Art on Prompt, Insider's Handbook. Same type of thing. I'm just excited for a kid to love that. Lightning Thief, a comic book. Haven't even read book 1 by Rick Riordan, so I should read the actual book before I read the comic. 2 versions of Disney Descendants. We have Audrey's Diary, which is super awesome, and then Evie's fashion book. I think this will be great. I'm really excited to bring them to the bookstore, and kids will love them. Here's book 1, Deep Blue. Huh. Then we have, I actually don't want to keep these. Oh my gosh. I did good though. Those are just LJ Smith, and I really like her. I don't know. Nails, Nails, Nails a nail thing, just like you can get from Pinterest. 2 more Coke or Pepsi, the ultimate quiz books. English Roses, a book written by Madonna. And 17 Beauty and 17 Fashion Style. These were before Pinterest. Whew. Okay, I'll put some of these back because it's a lot of work. Yeah, so that is my unhaul. I got rid of 94 books, which is pretty awesome. Oh, I think I decided I didn't like these 2 books. Okay, then we have L.J. Smith, The Return, Nightfall, and Shadow Souls. I just did not like these, and I'm not gonna keep them. Okay, that is my unhaul. I hope to see you in my next videos. If you'd like to subscribe, we would love for you to join the family. And remember, you can find magic wherever you look. Sit back and relax. All you need is a book. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope to see you in my next videos. Bye!